Hi, and welcome to Create with me, Mrs. Ensminger. Today we're going to learn how to create optical art weaving with a sphere. This lesson uses scissors. Make sure you have adult supervision or assistance. The materials you'll need today are at least 2 pieces of white paper and at least 1 piece of paper in another color. If you have more than that, feel free. You'll also need a pencil, a ruler, scissors, and a glue stick, and black coloring supplies. Could be a marker, color pencil, or crayon, as well as something circular to trace. Start with your first piece of paper. Have it long at the top and short on the sides. We're going to write the word stop on the right hand side, S-T-O-P. Then grab your ruler and draw a straight line to the left of your word. Now that you have that done, flip over your paper completely and fold it in half, short side to short side, like a card. Grab your ruler, place it on the left, and try to figure out where the middle of your paper is. My paper is 8.5 inches, so the middle is 4.25. Or you could simply fold your paper, give it a little push, and make a small crease where the center will be. Draw a straight horizontal line from your mark to your stop line over on the right. Do not go past the line next to your word stop. Now draw 3 little dots or small X's right on the line. Try to keep them about a finger space apart. Do the same above your line. Again, try to keep them about a finger space apart. Take out your ruler again and let's make a very steep diagonal line from the bottommost dot. Don't go to the very corner of your paper, make sure you're going to the far left. Slide your ruler up, go to the next dot and the left side of your paper again, but make your angle a little bit less this time. Slide your ruler up one more time, and this time make your line not as steep, but not straight across either. See how the lines gradually starburst downward? Let's do the same thing above our horizontal center line, but angle upward. Take out your scissors and carefully cut along each of the lines you just drew. Make sure you stop as soon as you get to your little dot or that line. Do your best not to go past the line you first drew, and definitely don't cut past your word stop. Set that aside and grab your colorful paper. Make sure your paper is vertical. Long side on your left, long side on your right, short across the top. Place your ruler over to the side and draw a straight line. Slide your ruler over and continue the lines all the way across. If you're using more than one color paper, place the other papers underneath, gather them together, and cut them both at the same time. If you don't have any colorful paper, you can simply take a plain paper, grab a crayon or any other coloring supply, and color all over it. You can make a super colorful paper or color it all one color. Let's bring back our loom, also called the warp. The strips that we just cut are called our weft. It doesn't matter which way you have your warp, but let's take our weft strips, and you can start under, then over the next, under, over, under, over, under, over, and slide it all the way to the side. It doesn't matter if you're using the same color or switching colors. The next one should start over and then under. Over, under, over, under, over, under, and slide it all the way next to your first. Continue this pattern. It should look like a checkerboard. No two squares should be the exact same color right next to each other. The last weft strip is always going to be the hardest to weave because all of your other weft strips are so tightly together. Let's glue the bottom of each of our strips. You must do this on both sides, top and bottom of your paper. This will ensure that none of your pieces fall out. Set your glue aside and let's trim off all the excess pieces that are sticking out. Let's create a three-dimensional sphere. Grab your other piece of white paper and something circular to trace. You can use a regular pencil or one of your black coloring supplies to trace a circle. First, draw a vertical line through the center and then a horizontal line across to split it into quarters. Start at the top and curve toward the left. Keep making these curves until it gets smaller and smaller. Then start at the top and curve toward the right. Keep going until these sections get smaller and smaller. You're going to repeat the same pattern for the horizontal line, but when you're above the horizontal line, curve up and over. Then, when you're below the horizontal line, curve under and up. Now, color it like a checkerboard. Pick any square, color it in all black, and then skip a space and color the next one. See how my two black squares are touching but only on the corners? That's what you need to do for the entire pattern. No two black squares should be touching next to each other, just like no two white squares should be touching side by side or top and bottom either. Let's get our scissors and carefully cut out our sphere. Bring back your optical weaving and decide where you want to arrange your sphere onto your paper. Once you pick a spot, you can either glue it right away or gently trace a little shadow. Gently fill in your shadow with whatever coloring material you are using. Now, grab a glue stick and glue your sphere on. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you had fun creating optical art today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram or #BrightDayDesigns.